Hello, all the kings, men. Welcome to another Friday assessment. Yes. Let's jump into this thing this Friday. Why? Because I'm so excited for you, because you have pressed your way through in spite of the obstacles, in spite of the challenges, in spite of what you knew was coming this week. You said, I am going to press in and I am going to overcome. Why? Because I'm better than the challenges. I am built for the challenges that I will face this week. And guess what? You made it across another week. You said, I am here. I am here for the Friday assessment. Yes. Look, remember, the Friday assessment is all about being better. It's all about pulling what God has put, what God has planted on the inside of you, that it would come forward, so that you can be the best you. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I know the Friday assessment is all about looking at yourself. It's all about assessing where you're not having the successes in, where you're having good success, where you're not having success. But let's kind of put a little twist on that thing this week. The area that you're not having success in, as I said, you want to see why you're not, and let's duplicate what you're doing in those other successful areas. But let's back up something. Let's focus on you in the sense that, who are you? Have you really focused on who are you? Are you trying to accomplish something by being somebody else? Yes. We often try to become, what we do is that, okay, I'm having success over here, I'm not having success over here, and then you start to look at everything around you and say, how about I start to act like this or do this so that I could actually have success in that area? But how about the reason that you're not having success because it's trying to teach you something about yourself? That's what the Friday assessment is all about. That's often in challenges we learn about ourselves. We learn about who we are. Are you really performing the Friday assessment? Say, you know what? I'm not having successes in these areas. The areas that I'm having success in, why am I having success in it? What am I being? Who am I when I'm having success? Who am I when I'm performing this and I'm having success? And then who am I over here when I'm not having success? Because you got to remember. You got to remember that there was a you, that God knew you before He formed you in your mother's womb. So that was a destiny. So there are many facets. There are many parts of you that has to come forward. You got to remember, we growing day by day. Just as the word said, we are going from glory to glory. Look, and we're going faith to faith. That means that you are continuously growing. So I have to ask you, are you working on you? I have to ask you, are you becoming the best you? Because often I heard this from a leader. I often heard it from one of my executive managers, and I found it out about myself. Because often in challenges, especially in times that you're not having success, you often become this person that you don't like. You often become this person that you don't want to become. And in the Friday assessment, that is where you often say, you take inventory and you look and say, whoa, I don't like that person that I am becoming. You know why? Because that is not the person that God designed you to become. You cannot sacrifice you for success. Do not sacrifice you for success. No, that's what you know. I have non-negotiables. Sacrificing you has to be a non-negotiable. Why? Because you will become somebody that you do not like, that you will hate. Even though you may have success, you may experience success, but you'll never be happy, and you will be tormented because you're operating as somebody else. You are operating under false pretenses. So I'm urging you today, do the Friday assessment and say, who am I? Who am I becoming? Who am I today and who am I becoming? Who am I to become? Take that inventory. Why would I say inventory? Because there is some stock that's up in there. There's some stock that's on the ship. There's some stock that need to be rotated. There is some stock that's coming into the warehouse. You got to remember, even in the body, there are many members, but there are one body. It's one purpose. You got to remember, in the body of Christ, there are many members, but there are one body, and we all have a purpose. You got to remember, even in pushing towards your success, you are still living out your godly purpose. Why? Because in this world, you learn things. Even in your work life, you learn things. Do you realize the things that you learn, God is allowing you to be paid to learn these things for the kingdom? That is such a blessing. That is such an awesome thing. So all the King's men, I thank you this week for joining in. I pray, my prayer